Hello everybody, this is my video interview for Paintballer that Robbo's asked me to do in the spotlight. So we have a spotlight, I have my questions, just looked at the spotlight, can't see a thing. I have snacks, just in case we get hungry, and then I'm going to bash through your questions, so here goes in order. Paintball Scots said, which pro team that isn't sponsored by Clips would you like to sponsor? The only one that I ever get associated with over and over again, and I'd probably really like to sponsor, would be Dynasty. By far proven themselves to be the best paintball team, but it's also one of those double-edged swords with somebody like Dynasty, where if they suddenly came to me and didn't win the MPPL championship or whatever championship it was, now it's gone, then would we be to blame that they lost? So I don't know. So, but they're a real nice bunch of guys, really enjoy going out with drinking with them, and so probably them really. So that's that question. One Sexy Beast, how many Sub-Zeros are made by Eclipse? That was the SL that we did last year, and we made 12. Any new sauce coming out from Rainbow Shooter. New sauce, I have some sauce here actually, look. This is, we're probably going to do this one again. And also trying to negotiate with somebody now to do a super hot one, because my camera crew in America think that this one is a little bit gay, so we're going to go hotter as well. Porto X, if you're a pigeon and could poo on anyone or anything, what would it be and why? I'm going to put that to one side and think about that while I'm talking. Okay, GT. Any chance a Clip will start to stock more E-blade spares? Absolutely no chance whatsoever. So we can get over that. Impulse Raider. I've been looking for an Ego 7 body, and he wants to know why he can't get one. Why would you need one? There you go. Why do you need one? Cooks, what's your favourite Eclipse gun, and has anybody vomited on your landing since I did? Favourite Eclipse gun, I suppose the one that put us on the map, for that reason, as a company, it'd have to be the Ego. From the point of view of playing, I suppose I used to always love using the cocker, so when we made our own cocker, which had all the features that I wanted in it, that was probably my best performing playing type reason for having one. But definitely Ego, really, as making it as a business type thing. And has anybody vomited on my landing? Yes, plenty of people. Fraggers vomited on my landing. Who else has vomited on? One of Disruption vomited on my landing recently. Flash smashed his head open at my house New Year's Eve. So yeah, you're not the only one, mate. Kodiak, did you enjoy Crossfire, and would you like to see it return to the TV? Yeah, thought it was brilliant. Being in a full production TV show of any description is a fantastic experience. Really good to do, really exhausting, really great to do it with people that I work with and that I enjoyed their company. It wasn't a professional paintball team or anything like that, so there was Chris Oakey, who got shot in 5 seconds every game, Dave Elliott, me, Jack, Safina, and Steph. So it was yeah, it was good, really good to do, and I'd love to see it back on TV. Any paintball on TV, by the way, I think I'd love to see back on there. Junior says, I know you played 2008 World Cup, so do you still vomit before games? I do. It used to be a ritual before the beginning of every tournament, the very first game I'd always vomit. Excitement, basically. I don't vomit so much now, just generally to the first game, because it doesn't mean anything to me as much as it used to do. It used to be always competitive, and it's not as competitive anymore, it's just for fun. But if I happen to have a pretty exciting game where I've either done well or the game's was real good buzz, then that gets me excited enough to make me throw up. So I guess I'd still do, but not before games. Raffles, he wanted to know if I'd kick Robbo's ass. No, he would kick my ass if he could catch me, old bastard. Do you think any UK companies should do more for UK paintball and stop concentrating so much on the USA market? Difficult question. It's almost, I mean, the question sort of, how can I put it? If you want to know of why Planet would concentrate more on the US market than it would on the UK market, is because of just general figures. I mean, you guys in the UK, you know, if you are watching this from the UK, you know, get to use some great products that we've created, and we've created them because we can afford to, because we've got a bigger market. If we just concentrate on the UK market, then we make, what, 100 guns? 150 guns for the year. You'd never ever have anything like the innovations and the R&D, etc., that we have available to us now. But I mean, I don't know. You know, should we concentrate more on the UK? We're a global business now, so it's, you know, it's hard for us to sort of say yes. Well, let's get on with concentrating on the UK. It's the UK is very important to us, and every region that we go to, you know, and we work in is important. But you know, you have to put bread and butter on the table at the end of the day, and unfortunately we've expanded, or fortunately, because we'll be where we were now. Sidwick. If you were choosing, who would you pick as the greatest next team of all time? I had a quick think about this, but the initial bunch of players that that formed Nexus would probably be my all-time greatest Nexus team. You know, with Marky Toy, Nicky T, and me on the back line. You know, Jack Wood and Junior. You know, as your inserts, Jamie, Abbott, and Tommy. Dunny and Bowen as your front men, you know, ripping it up. You know, that's sort of the team that really sort of you know, gives me the most pleasure. And it was always hard to pick sort of 7 guys out of that, you know, that the first group of guys. And anyway, you know what I mean. Tommy will admit now that he wasn't the best player in the world when he started off with Nexus. He was very, very young. And I'm sure Bowen and some of the other guys would say the same, but you know, they were all just great guys to play with, and they all wanted the same thing, so it was always